Yo, she looks mad good. Oh my god. Queen. Queen. Oh, this shit. Yo, she take a... Yo, what is up, guys? Esah here, bringing you guys another Genshin Impact video. Now today, I'm going to be talking about Rosaria. Yes, I am very excited for Rosaria. I'm actually saving up specifically for Rosaria. I just want one copy of her. I'll be happy with one copy. But let's talk about her. So she's going to be a polearm user. Now, looking at her stats, I'm guessing she's going to be like a sub DPS. I'm sure you can build her as a main DPS, but I think specifically her role seems really, really nice for reactive DPSing and support DPSing. But I think mainly what I would like to see her to do is be a sub DPS. I think that's her role based on her stats. She has solid base attack, solid HP, solid all around stats. I'm not going to really go too much into details on her normal like base stat progression, but they're looking solid to me. Base attack 240 for a 4 stars, really, really solid. If you guys want to check her attack talents out and these specific percentages, any of these percentages, just go to Honey Impact, just check them out, and you guys can see how much damage she's doing, but I'm not going to really go over her normal attack. Now, looking at her character demo, I really love the way her overall normal attack combos look. They look really, really nice. Kind of similar to Xiao. Like, she looks really, really sick, super smooth, and really exciting. Now, let's go over what everyone wants to know about is her elemental skill and her ultimate. Now, her elemental skill is honestly looking really, really cool. So Rosaria swiftly shifts her position to appear behind her opponent, then stabs and slashes them with her polearm, dealing cryo damage. Now, this ability cannot be used to travel behind opponents of a larger build. Now, I was talking to my friend Zach about this, about the larger build, like what does this mean? And I think after looking at the demo and doing a little more, I guess, research, I think when it comes to boss enemies like maybe the Hippostasis, as well as larger enemies like the Regisvine, maybe the Geovishaps, the big Primo Geovishaps, she can't actually teleport behind them. But with the larger hilly trolls with the shields and Fatui, I think she will be able to teleport behind them and hit them with her E, which is really, really nice. So that is really nice to see that. So I think she's going to be really viable in Abyss because this is a really good ability. And you guys know how annoying the Ice Shield and Geo Shields are. Very, very annoying. So I'm really happy to see this. Now, looking into her ultimate, Rites of Termination, Rosaria's unique takes on this prayer ritual, which first she swings her weapon to slash surrounding opponents, then she summons a frigid ice lance that strikes the ground. Both actions deal cryo damage. So it hits pretty much opponents for AoE for cryo damage, and then she strikes the ground, which is really, really sick. And now, while active, the Ice Lance periodically releases a blast of cold air, dealing cryo damage. So this is going to be really nice for reactions. Like if you're reacting with Hu Tao or Diluc or even Xiangling, going to be really nice to get those melts off. Even Superconducts, if you're going to be using Electric type, would be really nice to see all these different reactions. But yeah, dude, I really, really like this. I really want to see how much damage you can really do. I mean, we see these numbers here. They look nice, but I want to see them in action when I actually try her out. So I'm just waiting for her trial. I'm so hyped about her, man. Let's read into her quote right here. Those who confess to Sister Rosaria will be granted no absolution. All sinners shall be met with the piercing cold of punishment proportionate to the weight of their sins. Now that, my friends, is pretty edgy.
Nice.
If you're a man of culture, you'll know what I mean.
Okay.
Feel much easier to skip that phase and get straight to the last rites. Rosaria was never very devoted to the animal god anyway, which makes performing them all too easy. Pretty much she said, hey Venti, you don't exist. Now looking into her passive talents, she has Nightwalk, which from 18, which is I think 6 p.m. So from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., she's going to have an increased movement speed for her own party, up to 10%, which is nice, but obviously it's not going to carry over to domains, Trounce domains, or Spiral Abyss, but it's a nice little boost. Regina Probationum is her other passive talent. So when Rosaria strikes an opponent from behind using Ravaging Confession, her E, she increases her own crit rate by 12% for 5 seconds, which is really nice to see. I really do like this passive talent. I really like that she buffs her own crit rate. For her last passive talent, Shadow Samaritan. Casting Rites of Termination increases crit rate of all nearby party members except Rosaria by 15% of Rosaria's crit rate for 10 seconds. So crit rate bonus gained this way cannot exceed 15%, but pretty much you really want to stack crit rate on her. I'm going to use the deathmatch on her personally because it has a really high crit rate percentage, and I'm just going to throw that on her. It's going to be really solid, and I want to get her as high on crit rate as much as possible so I can give my party that nice crit rate bonus every single time I do the ulti, and she buffs herself using her E with her crit rate. So that is really, really nice. So that is sick. I really like that she buffs her own crit rate and her parties at the same time. So really, really nice support right there. Now looking into her constellations. Now what I find really interesting about her constellations, they are good. They're nice. But even C0, she's really, really good. Like she's very, very nice. So for C1, when Rosaria deals a crit hit, her attack speed increases by 10% and her normal attack damage increases by 10% for 4 seconds. Now this is really solid. This is nice. It's that extra bonus damage you're getting from normal attacks and extra attack speed, which, I mean, I'll take any day of the week. But C1 is pretty good. It isn't anything crazy, but it's nice. It's a luxury to have. C2, the duration of Iceland's created by rites of termination is increased by 4 seconds, which I really like. I believe this means you're going to be getting a crit rate boost to your party for additional 4 seconds, or I think it means that we're going to be able to get that nice blast of air for an extra 4 seconds, which means you're going to have more chances to proc reactions with that cryo bonus damage that you're getting from her ultimate. And C3 and C5 are just boosts into the level of her E and her Q, which is nice. And then C4, Ravaging Confession's crit hits regenerate 5 extra energy for Rosaria. So this is really nice. Can only be triggered once each time Ravaging Confession is cast. But this is great. So she's going to be getting a lot more energy back. So she can pretty much regenerate her ultimate a lot quicker. Just to blast it out again and get your party that extra 15% crit rate increase. And C6, Divine Retribution, Rites of Termination's attack decreases opponent's physical resistance by 20% for 10 seconds. Now, what does this mean? What does physical resistance mean? It means that the opponents are going to take more physical damage, 20% more physical damage. So that's really, really nice. So C6 is really, really sick. I really like that. If you can get her C6 and you're going all out for her, C6 is definitely worth it. You're going to be doing more damage on not even just one opponent, all your opponents with her. That's going to be really, really nice to see that extra 20%. Now, for my men of culture out there, you already know I had to do this. You already know I had to go right to this section. We're going to go right into the climbing. Are the English and Japanese climbing sounds satisfying? That's the real question. So let's look into this. Let's start with the English, and then the second, I'll do the Japanese. So, number 1. Okay. Not bad. That's much better. It's a bit staccato, but it's okay. Okay. It's all right. I'm not that impressed. Now let's go to the Japanese. Okay, very staccato, really quick.
That's what she said.
All right. All right. That's it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, boy.
That's better. Hey, it's not too bad. All right. And of course, I need to finish it off with the heavy breathing climbing, starting with the English. All right. Solid. Japanese. Pretty good. I like that little in the middle. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Guys, I'm not going to lie. The English takes the cake for me. The Japanese isn't too bad. The Japanese heavy breathing and the climbing is not too bad. But I'm going to have to give it to the English, man. The English is really, really solid. I'm not going to go with the Chinese, Korean because, yeah, no. Respect, though. But yeah, overall, dude, I'm really liking the way Rosaria is looking. She's looking really, really sick. I like her E. I like her Q. I really like what she does. I like her passive the most. Like, the passive is the coolest thing to me. The fact that she's giving you that extra crit rate and herself an extra crit rate increase is really, really nice. So you're going to be critting quite a bit with her on your team. She's going to give you those extra crits, going to help you proc those melts. I really like this a lot. I'm going to help you proc those vaporizers as well. Really solid. I mean, you can do so much with her. You can throw, I think you can even throw prototype Crescent on her. I really kind of want to go with, I would say with her, the Crescent Pike is probably going to work really well, just because of that extra damage you're going to be getting off. Because I really want to build, I would rather build her as a sub DPS than like a just straight support or reactive DPSer. I really want to build her as a sub. I think she's going to be really fun. Once again, proccing those reactions as well, but she's going to be really, really fun to play as. So I'm a huge fan. Honestly, I'm getting, for me, like, I'm almost as big of a fan of her as I am a fan of Zhao. Like, literally, when I saw Zhao was such an edgelord, and his overall kit, the way he was just flowing, hitting those enemies, dashing around so smoothly. His auto attacks look so sick with his amazing ultimate. I think I'm going to like her a lot. She's giving me that edgy vibe. I like it. Like, her overall look, her aesthetic, satisfying.
Yeah, boy.
So anyways, guys, that is the video. Hopefully this helps you guys decide whether you want to pull for Rosaria or not. My name is Esah Oosa. Make sure to like and subscribe the video and my YouTube channel. Follow me on Twitch. Join the Oosa Gang Discord. That is where all the action happens and all the notification for all my content comes from. And I will see you guys next time. Peace out.